Welcome everyone. How's it going? How's it going? I see everyone in the chat. How's it going, T-Mac? Synonymous, Tyler, Armad, thank you so much. One orange left. I've saved it for Power Hour. I'll double you up on that. I got two good Juju power banks left here. We're sitting pretty on the day. I mean, a dollar away from highs. Hopefully the good Juju. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate that. Martin, how's it going? Hopefully the good Juju brings us up and over. T-Mac with the Juju. Let's see here. Let me just pull this up. Go. Let me make sure everything. Oh, I got CNBS pulled up here on the side as well in case we need to pull it up right over here. Oh, that's Flow Algo. I got CNBC pulled up in case we need it. All good, all good. So if there's any news, we'll find out. I need another monitor. That's what I need. Digital Foods, welcome. Brian, positive Juju. Marcelo, just found out that Michael Burry's biggest position are shorting the 20-year bonds and betting off the ETF. What do you think? We can talk about the bond yield stuff. You guys probably already saw what I think about his $500 million bet against Tesla. Hey Gentry, how's it going? Long time no see. In the Discord, RX. Hey Alex, good to see you on the chat now. Gaj, Adil, Juju Power, Fusion, Raptor. Glad to be green. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, Randy, Liboff, Raptor. So yeah, so really good day. I mean, we're up 3.5%. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's been a tough month for the share price, but we're sitting about $1 away from highs here. The high of the day is a 584.70. We're sitting at 583.30 at the moment. Just looking at the level 2, and I can take off the level 2 if we need it, but it looks like there might be we just need more volume. If I check volume for the day, we are sitting at 25 million on the day on Tesla. So during Power Hour, if we can get between 5 to 7 million shares traded, that should get us a little bit under average on the day. Tough 4 months, yeah, absolutely. How about that Ford F-150 Lightning? Yeah, absolutely, Randy. Yeah, I mean, it's good to see that Elon was also embracing it on Twitter. Bakash, is the pullback over? Tough. Okay, so here's the daily graph, right? I said this in my video, what was it, last Friday? Was it last Friday? Man, it's all blurred. It was the end of last week. I made a video. I said, I'm betting on this being close to the bottom, right? 200-day moving average. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I was worried. Breaking under the 200-day moving average, which, by the way, we're technically still under by a couple of bucks here. The 200-day moving average, simple, exponential, whatever you want to call it, is around 587 at the moment. So we're still under it. But, man, if you talk about long-term move, long-term points to get into a stock that you believe in, it doesn't get much better than 200-day moving, right? Especially on growth stocks. You often don't even get 200-day moving average pullbacks. So yes, it's tough because account sizes and cash positions have probably decreased from continually buying the dip, wasting money that way, trust me. Continually pouring more money back in despite every dip. But if you were being rational for a second and just thinking at the chart, and if you're looking at just fundamentals of Tesla, number one, Tesla as a company has never been stronger. They have more cash on hand. They have more cash flow every quarter, growing exponentially. They have more product lines. They have more factories opening up. The executional risk of Austin and Berlin are kind of over with, right? Like there's some stuff with permitting and delays, whatever, no big deal. But it's gonna get done, right? And that's kind of what you're betting on. The company's never been stronger, but the stock price, in terms of if just technically speaking, the stock price hasn't been this weak in a long time. If we go back, and that's not to say the price hasn't been this weak. Say that the sell-off, the last time we got a major sell-off like that, let me pull this up, you could say was 2017? No, 2020. Okay, right. So this September, that makes sense. But also, you know, what is this? This is Corona crash But before that, actually, it's so funny if you look at Tesla's chart. Anything before Corona is just like it's a figment of the price action. It just doesn't represent very much anymore in terms of movements up or down, right? But percentage wise, I mean, if you look at what is this 2018 when Tesla was sitting at $75 pre-split, right? What is that? 300 multiply by 5? Yeah, no, what am I doing? 425, whatever it was. And if you look at that crash, 375, if you look at that crash from 375 all the way down to $35 a share on May 27, 2019, $35 a share. I'm not sure how many people sitting on this chat bought Tesla at 175 pre-split, but that's a pretty hefty crash, right? You're talking a 200-point crash. So that was really like the last time other than Corona where you could have gotten in on such weakness. So, but here's the problem, right? Is like how many times have we bought in the dip already in the last 4 months, right? Like saying in the chat. So let me just. You think Tesla's closed at 587? Hope so. Juju Army in the house. Absolutely, DJ. Rumors about new gigafactory in London. Yes. Makes sense. Makes sense. Although cost in London is quite high. So average cost is 490. Nice. Very nice. Hopefully we could see some consolidation and up. So that's the thing. I'm tapped out. Can't take any more margin. Absolutely. And we'll talk about flows here in a second. But that's the thing is and I'll pull up our daily graph today. That's the thing is we've consolidated quite healthy. I mean, you could argue we've been in a downturn, but in terms of the daily graph, at least if you look at it, we've really, I mean, crossing our fingers and hoping that buyers step in here, but you can't help to think that we've caught a bottom here. And if we don't catch a bottom now, right, we're in for a shellacking, right? As Tom Nash said in one of his recent videos that I found hilarious. He said, Tesla bears have had a shellacking in absolutely. So, if we continually, if we can't reclaim 200-day supply and post back up, that would be the ultimate weakness. But you can see our linear regression proved to be a very valuable study on our daily graph on Tesla, because not only did it touch it, it just kissed it and it bounced right off of that linear regression channel, right? If you're wondering what I'm looking at here, I have very few studies on my graph, right? I have linear regression channels and I have moving averages on the daily. That's pretty much all I really look at in terms of medium-term short price movement. 583 on the day for Tesla. How do I feel about Q2? Says Mariano. Q2, Rob had a video out yesterday that Bitcoin might potentially have losses, right, for Tesla. But even Bitcoin, if we're talking about Bitcoin at the moment, the best. I always forget our Bitcoin ticker symbol on if someone knows the Bitcoin ticker symbol on Thinkorswim, let me know. I usually use TradingView, but I don't want to pull up my whatever. I'll wait for you guys to tell me. But if you look at Bitcoin, technically speaking, and /BTC, thank you, / okay, appreciate that. If you look at Bitcoin sitting at 40,000, GBTC as well. Okay, so if we look at 40,000 on Bitcoin prices, Tesla bought between 32 to 37,000 is kind of the rumor. No one really knows because no one knows the exact timing of when they bought, how many increments, all that sort of stuff. Coinbase would know. But at the end of the day, they're still up on their money here. Also, don't forget they sold 10% of their Bitcoins to capture some profit, right? So this kind of theory is that if Tesla is down on their Bitcoin investment, they're going to have to book that as a loss. If they're up, they're not going to be able to book that as a gain. That's the risk. 31,000 maybe. But at the end of the day, I mean, they're still up, and I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I bought more crypto. I bought more Cardano. My crypto portfolio at the moment, and again, none of this is financial advice, but my crypto portfolio at the moment is looking 50% Cardano, 50%, 25% Bitcoin, 25% ETH. But since ETH jumped up so much, I sold my 25% share of ETH I put it into Bitcoin. Back when ETH was over 4K. I just don't think Ethereum is worth that much at the moment, especially considering how high their gas fees are for a lot of stuff. So I sold that off and as a shorter term play to put into Bitcoin, I think around the 40 somethings, 50 maybe even. So we'll kind of see what happens there. But bought more ETH at 2100. Nice. There we go. Rob calculated it to 32K. Okay. Thank you. So, and a lot of people asking in the Discord as well as like, okay, what about like, everyone's asking for opinions on Coinbase as a stock. You know, the way I look at Coinbase is kind of the way I look at MicroStrategy, or the way, even to an extent, Square, even to an extent, Tesla. It's grouped into these crypto plays, despite, you know, in Tesla's case, very few of its dollars being allocated to crypto. But if I'm already long crypto, buying coin is just magnifying that in a traditional investing sense. So in terms of having more exposure to crypto, I would just rather buy crypto than buy coin. I don't know what you guys feel about that, but yeah. Nice to see a green day. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want to support the channel, sponsored by Webull, you can get up to, what is it, $1,000 worth of free? You get 2 free stocks. That's all I know. If you deposit $100 or more, link in the description. Check that out. And then also, I met with BlockFi last week. They give me a URL, which I'm still to get. But if you use my other URL, which looks a little bit uglier, but still works the same, in BlockFi, if you don't know what BlockFi is, essentially you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies in there, just like any other. But you can also earn interest, a massive amount of interest on your cryptos for just hodling it in those. So check out BlockFi as well. I think you can get up to $250 worth of Bitcoin, not cash. They actually give you that much in Bitcoin. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin being more than 40K, that might be a good investment for you. Link in the description for that as well. Let's see here. Oh, let's go. Yeah, let's go through flows. Let's go through. Okay. In terms of flows, and by the way, I gotta say, I'm looking for a new provider on my flow algo. Might be looking into like Cheddar. Someone recommended something Cheddar or black box options. I think I might be moving on from flow algo. So if you have any recommendations of what you guys like to use, let me know in the comments. Okay, so Tesla flows. Did we just get this flow? Okay, we got a flow about an hour ago. I didn't see this actually. A $2.2 million bet for next year March leaps. 710 calls. A $2.2 million call sweep for March. 710 calls on Tesla, which is crazy to think that 710 is that far out of the money at the moment, but it is. But a $2.2 million flow there. That's quite the aggressive flow. Another one, a Tesla call sweep for 710 September calls. So it's probably the same actor between these two. Is, you know, they're going for the 710s for some reason. We saw one put sweep come in for 225K, and then just bullish flow for the morning. So, you know, when I look at this, nothing unusual, right? If we saw 710 calls come in for this week or next week with heavy volume, different story. With leaps, it's a little bit different. With leaps, it's easy to start buying a lot in terms of money. If we look at the macro markets, see what the Qs are telling us on the flows. The Qs are saying they're quiet. We have some dark pool prints on the Qs as well at 326, which means the Qs currently sitting at 329. These are biased dark pool orders. Remember, dark pool orders are orders traded between big money manager and big money manager in the dark pool, so kind of hidden off the open market. And they're done to not affect the open market massively because these orders are $100 million each, right? So some quiet buying going on in tech is the bottom line there. SPY, we have 410 dark pool prints galore. And currently with SPY sitting at 415, those are also buy-leaning orders, which is also bullish. So ultra bullish flow coming into the markets, into tech. Quiet on the equity front. Let's check out Apple for a hot second. Apple, oh wow, Jesus Christ. Apple just had a 4 million share order placed on the dark pool prints quite literally half an hour ago or something like that. Yeah, half an hour ago at 127.27. So Apple currently sitting at 127.63, which signal at the moment that this was a massive sell, or a massive buy. But we will see. Again, here's the thing. Every order, and you have to understand this, every order on the dark pool is also a buy and simultaneously also a sell. I see on Twitter a lot when people just go, oh, the massive buy order came in on the dark pool prints. Remember, that's not meaningful because every order that we see, every share transaction, this is a transaction, right? Every buyer has a seller. Every seller has a buyer. What you want to see is which way was it leaning? Was it leaning towards a seller coming in and dumping their shares? Meaning, did they come lower than what the stock price was on the mid to get their order filled? Because obviously if you're going to do a dark pool print, you're going to want a favorable order to get that filled. Or were they willing to bid up on that? So in this case on Apple, when this transaction came at 127.27, and if we pull up Thinkorswim and we see Apple sitting at 127.64, higher than what that transaction order was, that tells us that this was a buy side leaning. So Cheddar Flow, unusual whales. Okay, Cheddar Flow was the one. Okay. Can I check Neo? Yeah, sure. I'll check Neo for you. One sec. Actually, we were talking about Neo on our chat today, or at least I was with Alex and Ann. But Neo's quiet, right? So Neo, we saw some small baby sweeps and a little bit of a dark pool, so nothing massive. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's go back to Tesla. Tesla's sitting at high a day here. Here we go. Tesla's at high. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of level 2. Let's make this as big as possible. Well, folks, we're sitting at high at 584.75 on Tesla. Here we go. Here we go. Manuel, how's it going? Okay, yeah, so someone says, Yashi, what's the best long-term Tesla leap to buy, strike, and expired? Well, I mean, that's like asking how long is a piece of string, right? I'll tell you what, yesterday I bought Tesla 2023 March out of the money as far as I possibly could have gone. Calls. It was like 3K or something. Yeah, I mean, no, not investment advice. I'm not able to tell you what to do. That's just what I'm doing. So I rolled everything out to March. And this is what I love now. I have till March 2023. I am stress-free. And the rest of what I have is shares anyway. So here we go. We're sitting at 584.16 on the stock price. We're fighting for highs, but that's to be seen here. Yesterday's high. Let me just pull up yesterday. Let's check out 15 minutes. What was yesterday's high? Yesterday's high a day was actually it was way lower. The other day's high a day was 595. Okay. So really what we need to see is a 600 break, psychologically speaking as well, right? 600 is going to be tougher than anything in between now and 600. 200 viewers. Oh, it says 22. Oh, yeah. 222 viewers and only 9 likes. Guys, smash that like button. I'm just kidding. I don't say that on my channel. But I would appreciate it if you gently tap that like button. It helps grow the channel. By the way, you'll see in the top above my fat head, we have a goal to hit 10K subscribers, which is totally unreal to me. I don't even know how I'm here. By the end of June, if we can do that. Yeah, so if you're not subscribed and if you see the word subscribe, consider hitting on it. You showed 47. Okay, appreciate that. Manuel, looks like a broader market turnaround right now. Even crypto is climbing. I should find a way to get Tesla up here, but also crypto's up here. Murdered that thumb for you, my man. Thank you, IB Harim. Appreciate that. Too many fails. Hit the like or don't. He doesn't care. Absolutely. It's your life. I mean, who am I to tell you what to do? Right? But, hitting the like never killed anyone. Napkin. High a day. 585.70. We got the good juju coming on deck. Again, there's no coincidence that we're eating oranges And Tesla's climbing. The orange juju algo is yet to be failed on Tesla. Wow, Tesla's squeezing up here. Holy cow. 585, 586 on Tesla. Here we go. We're 4 cents away from 586 here. Let's take a look. I'm gonna pull up the timer sales. Hopefully that's okay, because I want to be able to see the transactions come. So 587.50 on the level 2. If you pull up the level 2 for a hot second here, you just see buy, sell. All right, we got some pressure up at 586. There's 48 lots yet to be filled. So okay, we just hit 586. Let's see if all these get filled. And predictably, it just fell 40 cents. Let's give it a second here. It'll reclaim. Let's see if that, I got my mic in the way. It's hard to see. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so 585.60. I still see that sell order on the level 2. Let me just, I'm not sure if I'm being spoofed, because, you know, spoofing is, okay, here it is. That seller has just come down. It looks like they might have gotten filled here. 585.60. Let's see if that seller pops up again. You know, ideally, and here's the problem with Thinkorswim and these retail brands is level 2 is not very accurate as compared to like interactive brokers. But we're gonna go with what we have. I'm pumping the stock. I wish. Can you imagine if a small YouTuber like me could pump something like a $600 billion market cap company like Tesla? 600 on deck. I like that, Paco. Keep that good juju going. More oranges, please. Okay, here we go. 586 retest coming up here any second. Looks like buyers are stepping in. Or hold on. No, buyers are not stepping in. Hold on. We're yeah, give it a second. Give it a second. Let us reload here. Let us reload. Okay. Have I heard of Moondog? No, I haven't. Man, there's so many random cryptos like Safe Moon and one of my favorite cryptos, Doge, which Tyler is gonna really great price action though in Tesla. Remember, we got 35 minutes left on Power Hour. We're just you know, party's just getting started here. Volume's still low, 26 million. It's a hustle. Thanks, M. Kelsey. Yeah, exactly. By the way, going back to the 25,000 model car for a second, which I don't know why I said going back to, because I haven't mentioned it. But something that M. Kelsey said, it's a hustle, brought me back to SNL, which brought me back to Elon saying in SNL, I drive a Prius. Do you guys remember when he said I drive a Prius during that call or during that skit? Like, I just feel like everyone's forgotten about Tesla and Toyota's partnership, and I really feel like the $25,000 Model 4, or whatever it's going to be, is really going to be partnered with Tesla, or with Toyota. Is my guess. I think we've forgotten about that a little bit, right? And this is old news, right? This is not breaking. Tesla Motors and Toyota Motor Corp have formalized agreements to develop EV of RAV4. Two companies have signed an agreement to initial development electric vehicle of RAV4 as May of this year. We aim to market the EV in the US. Oh wait, hold on. What the hell? When is this released? Well, I'm looking for the stuff that came out in March. Okay, Tesla and Toyota are considering jointly developing a small, electric SUV platform. Some of the highlights: when partnership with Toyota is established, Tesla will be able to launch the compact SUV EV at a low cost using Toyota platform. Not breaking news, but in terms of, you know, when we talk about catalyst of stock price, I can't help to think the legitimacy that Tesla's gonna get when they say, hey, we have a Model 4 coming out January 2022, made in Austin, 25,000 partnered with Toyota. I think Wall Street's going to listen. Hey, thanks, T-Mac, for the super chat. 590 Juju vibes. Absolutely. And I don't know why for the heck of it, but I changed the super chat person to show up as Elon, but I don't know why it's not working. But we'll see. Hopefully it pops up here. Let's see.
590 Juju vibes.
Welcome, Ann. How's it going? Toyota recently bought Mobileye and ZF for their 80 AS system, though. I'm going to talk about the next catalyst. Not necessarily the next catalyst, because I think the next catalyst has to be FSD subscription at the moment. 585.29 on the stock price, by the way. Hey, welcome, Steve. Juju Master, total manipulation of markets. Absolutely. Toyo Tesla. Yeah, exactly. So in terms of next stock price catalysts, it's going to look like it's probably the FSD subscription monthly plan coming out, which, you know, rumor has it it's going to be $100 a month, which I think is way too low if you ask me. Alrighty, looks like we're retesting highs here, folks. 585. Get along for the ride here. The rocket ship up to 600. Let's see if we can reach 600 by end of day. Yashi, have you heard about Gary Black had a chance to ride FSD beta? Yes. One of our Discord members actually was the one that replied to that thread asking what he thought about it. And it looks like Gary's on team Tesla FSD. High of day right here. Hey, the more I talk about Gary Black, the higher the stock price gets. Start eating some more oranges. 586.39 high of day just 30 seconds ago here. Looking good. $100 a month is low. 100 and you can go through my other videos where I actually like deep dive into it, and you'll kind of understand why I say that and what you'll get for the full self-driving package. I don't want to go through all of it right now. 585.50 on stock. Get the sun in your face. Welcome, James. I would. We have a rain screen, or not. What is this called? We have scaffolding around our house at the moment. Concrete. I hope to go live again tomorrow, by the way. The only reason I'm not going to commit to it is because, like I said, they're putting concrete around the house right now. And if they do our section of the office area tomorrow, potentially it could be annoying. But we'll see. Where's the 200-day moving average? It's sitting at 587 at the moment. 587 at the moment. Remember, it's like it's not an exact number, because remember, you might use simple moving averages. I might use EMAs, exponential moving averages. You might use a certain different methodology that gets you 30 cents away. I might be $1 away. So the number isn't set in stone as it is that general area, right? So if we see now with Tesla is about to hit highs again, folks, hit the like for that. With Tesla approaching that general box of area 587 where we're predicting, the point here to look at is, do we get rejected hard off of that? If we get rejected hard off of 587-ish, right? And that's not saying it doesn't even hit 587. It's saying we get to 587, maybe goes to 588 for a hot second, 588 for a hot second, and it gets slapped down end of day. That's not good. That tells us that at that 200-day moving average, instead of having buyers think, okay, well, this is a good entry point still, even though we're approaching resistance, it's saying that people are selling the rep, which is not what we want. So this is going to be key here, but in the next half an hour to see what happens. My bet is that we probably consolidate in and around this 585 and still have a day of indecision left tomorrow for options expiration. Not financial advice. Thanks for the super chat. Tesla back to 900 by year end. Absolutely. Let's do it. The 200-day EMA is just under 581. So let's check this. I'll show you what I got on mine. 200-day for me is a simple moving average sitting at 588.
Tesla back to $900 by year end.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be telling. Absolutely. Tomorrow's going to be telling. Speaking of tomorrow, how many Green Fridays have Tesla had in a row? And we'll continue this streak. Let me try to think. Well, usually it used to be Tesla used to get slaughtered. Oh, here we go, folks. Get on. High day again. It used to be the case, and you you guys, if you're new here, you know that we've been following Tesla for quite some time. If you're not been following Tesla for quite some time, maybe you're not aware, but Fridays have had historically been brutal on Tesla. Mondays, usually Tesla would rip, right? It does kind of seem like that script has flipped. James, I only come out of my cave when Tesla is green. Absolutely. Well, that's fine. It's okay. I mean, it's tough to look at your brokerage account some days. I mean, I guess I'll speak to myself. What was that? that was the super chat coming in. So if anyone super chats, whatever you say, keep it clean. Whatever you say when you super chat gets said out loud. Yeah, it used to be Monday, Friday, Doom Day. Monday, Moon Day, Friday, Doom Day. Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like it's kind of flipped. So 587. Let's see what happens here, folks. We are climbing for Power Hour. I'm running out of oranges. I might have to go get some more oranges. What's your view on CCIV, Waka? My view on CCIV has been kind of consistent. I say kind of because I'm still open to having CCIV be a legit car company. My view on CCIV is I traded the crap out of it to make money. I held a lot of shares when before merger announcement, before DA was announced. I made good money on it. I sold once I started hearing rumors that there actually weren't going to be producing electric or producing actual production cars until the end of the year. I kind of had it at that point because one of the reasons I was holding shares was they were saying middle of this year they're going to start releasing cars, and I was happy to hold for 2 or 3 4 months on the shares because what's a couple of months if indeed they're going to start releasing cars. One of the things with Nikola was they were like always perpetually 2 years out, right? No matter what. These guys were a couple months out. And then he came out and he said, hey, I've talked to the board and the board told me why rush it, end of the year. I was like, screw that, I'm dumping. So I just got out of it. That's my thought. Stop spamming the chat here about your random crypto. Alrighty. Hit the like button, fam. Appreciate that, DJ. Mandarins, oranges, rocky juju. Absolutely. Okay. Thoughts on Airbnb? I love the company. If I tried to say if it's fairly valued or not at the moment, I'd have to do more research to really give a proper assessment on. Is it even sitting at 136 at the moment? And the daily, oh Jesus Christ, yeah, I remember this now. IPO day. The only time I trade IPOs in the first couple of months, wow, it's been a while since it's out now. It feels like yesterday, but it's usually on IPO day. Yeah. I mean, what? Okay, how about you tell me what the market cap is at the current time? I'm not going to look it up, but tell me. And then, share price doesn't mean much to me. I guess market cap price I have to do. Okay, so retesting back supply. I think we're probably gonna retest 585 here in a hot second. Again, I said 580 was kind of the resistance point for the upside today, and that proved to be true. We had some chop throughout the day on 580. We broke out a couple times, broke back under, hit the volume weighted average price. Now, though, it does look like we are probably not going back under 580 today. We need macro on our side. Bottom line is we need macro on our side. If you look at the Qs, they're up 2.1%, which is massive. If we pull up the daily graph on the Qs, and move my mouse properly, look at the Qs. What do you guys see here? So if you look at the Qs, this is the way I'm analyzing it at the moment. We're probably going to have chop up and around still 332, right? 332. As soon as we break that supply of 332, which I believe is the 25 day, as soon as we break the 25 day, which I don't think is going to happen in one day, although with the Qs, you never know, buyers start stepping in post tax season. Then we can talk about everything rocketing back to close to highs. With supply converging down to where it is right now, yes, the Qs are showing great strength in the last couple of days, but to repeat that for a third day, I mean, it's definitely possible. Look what happened here end of March, right? We rallied from 307 all the way up to highs again at 340 something. But again, in terms of risk reward, it's not like we're in a clear upswing yet at the moment. We might be, but not at the moment. It's not like we have no supply sitting ahead of us. Okay, so Tesla, 580, 566 retesting here. Do you think tech has found a new support levels? Do you think anticipate more downward pressure? I think watch out for May. May is going to be choppy. I'm not entirely sure, but second half of the year, I'm definitely more bullish. I am. Just because with the chip shortage, I mean, you gotta think, like, chip shortages affect all tech companies. Really, I mean, I know autos disproportionately, but you know, if you look at the chip manufacturers, like, I'm looking at, I have to build 2 computers at the moment. One for my dad's accounting firm and one for my sister for her work, and I cannot for the life of me find a GPU. Just can't find one. It's just nuts. And yes, Bitcoin mining has not Bitcoin mining, G6, but crypto mining definitely has a part to do with that. Casey, late to the stream, but let's go. Also, thanks for the options rolling video, learning great concepts. I appreciate that, Casey. Yes, if you haven't checked it out already and you're curious about options rolling, which is kind of what I did yesterday. I rolled out, if you guys remember my video from last week, I talked about where I took some July options. I rolled those out to 2023 now. So kind of ties my hands for a little bit at least. So we'll see what kind of happens in the short term. Be happy to take profits on those eventually, but it buys me a lot of time. So check out that video if you haven't already. Well, that GPU is thanks to crypto. Yeah, exactly. Do you see CPI Hyperslayer is saying? Do you see CPI next report being a problem? Inflation is always a problem the market's not going to like. If you listen to Cathie Wood, she is not worried about long-term inflation. If you listen to the Fed, they're not worried about short-term inflation. Long-term inflation counterpoints are technological advancement, right? Stuff like biogenomics, gene editing, CRISPR, all those sort of companies mixed with new manufacturers of autos like Tesla are going to disrupt the industry and be super deflationary just in nature, cost-cutting curves. That inflation should affect by that, number one. But also legacies will die in the next 5 or 10 years. As legacies die, you could say that's deflation. Alex, yes, awesome video. Tweet at Dave Lee and blow this channel up. I appreciate that. Yeah, Alex tweeted at Dave Lee on investing my YouTube video, which I appreciated, and he didn't reply to it, but he watched the video and he commented on it. Kind of cool. That was the Michael Burry video. Muki, thoughts on Michael Burry's put position? Absolute shenanigans going on there. Don't give it any credibility whatsoever. Yeah, absolutely. So again, retesting supply at the 1 minute. Again, 1 minute supply is hanky dory a little bit, but we're retesting here. Again, we do have upside resistance still at 586 at the moment. I think these are Bollinger Bands is what I have pulled up here. Let me double check what I have pulled up. Specifically this red line. Price action. Studies. Edit studies. It's the linear regression trend line at a 1 minute level. Okay, makes sense. Man, I love the linear regression trend line. I don't know. You know, if you believe that everything reverts back to the mean, it might be something that you want. So yeah, 585 on the stock price, $84 billion in the market cap, says Focus Investing on Airbnb. 84 billion, that's quite appetizing. And that's with no research done, just at a face value. I mean, I would think Airbnb is worth north of 100 billion in the market that we live in, right? Yeah, it's not terrible risk reward, but I'd have to do more research on it. but it's definitely, it looks like it's hella oversold at the moment. Apparently Mike Burry opened a short position on January 20th on the 20-year bond. Yes, someone else commented that early in the video. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, here's the thing is like, I'm pretty sure Kathy Wood's on the same side of that trade. I don't think she thinks bond yields are going to be. It did bounce indeed, but remember, our linear regression trend line on the upside is still 586. Call it 587 is going to be tough, and we know 588 is where our 200-day sits at. 15 minutes till power hour closes. Let me just pull up Flow Algo and see. Let me just see here. Anything new on Tesla? Nothing new on Tesla, so nothing new to consider there. Let me just pull up Twitter. Here. Yeah, market close. I mean, if we take a look at for a hot second, coin market cap. Let's take a look and see how the rest of. Wow, hold on. Tesla's climbing. I'm not going to leave here for a second. 587 on deck on Tesla. Again, we need to break 587 here. Let's see what happens. So 587 new high coming in on Tesla. Check out these green bars on Tesla in the last minute. Pretty tantalizing. Listen, Michael Burry and that put position, there's no doubt in my mind that he created that put position on Tesla to with a very cheap method and how to create that for the illusion. Oh wow, we're squeezing up on the stock in Tesla. Michael Burry did that to put out the illusion and the news articles about FUD, allegedly, about all of this short position on Tesla. Trust me, he does not own actual $500 million short of Tesla and puts. That's just if you calculated out the market value, which is totally disingenuous, right? So imagine you bought a 700 strike call in Tesla for $40 for 4,000, and now it's worth 10 cents. It happens, right? Been there, done that. Does that 10-cent call that you own, that $10 call you own, represent 100 shares of Tesla right now at $600? So 60 grand? No, but that's how they're calculating it. So it's stupid. Here comes 587, absolutely, and no joke, we literally stopped right at 587 on Tesla, right on 587. Let's see here. Buyers are jumping. Are buyers outbidding themselves? Let's take a look at the level twos. Buyers are indecisive here, but sellers are moving up. Okay, so I think we're about to squeeze up here any second. Let's see if 587 holds very much resistance. Let's see. Buyers are slowly stepping up. Sellers are, yeah, there is a decent sized seller, obviously, to be expected at 587, the whole number. Let's see if we can break through. Here we go. Broke through right there. 587.26 high a day on Tesla. There we go. It's shooting up. Hey, if we hit 600 in a day, I'm not going to complain. And this actually makes me want to log into my Interactive Brokers for one. Let's see what happens here. It's still a sad sight, but it's manageable. So a quick sell-off, but it looks like buyers are continually stepping up. So it looks like it was one big fill order, one big seller hopped in, but I expect us to be over 587 here very soon. Let's see here. Some more sellers jumping up. A lot of buyers too. This is 12 minutes left, and it got filled. Nice, very nice. Okay, huge seller stepped in right there, but it was the amount right here, our level 2, which you can't fully see. So go. Hopefully you guys can see that better. And okay. Okay, 586.80 on the stock price at the moment. And here I'm watching the level twos, but here, I mean, here's the problem, right? Level two, Thinkorswim. Is there, like, I wish I had my interactive brokers at the moment pulled up. It's just a lot nicer to look at. And it's actual real data, which reminds me, I pay for interactive brokers data, but I haven't used it in about 2 months. Halitro keeps saying where is Yashu? Dude, I'm right here. Like my face is so fat. I'm not sure how you're missing it. I'm literally right here on the screen. Don't worry, I'm not being held captive or something. Don't worry, I'm good. Model Y being spotted with LiDAR. Interesting. Again, they probably do testing with it, but yeah, no big deal. Okay, so good amount of sellers. You know, I talked about this a couple seconds ago, or about 5 or 10 minutes ago. I wanted to see what would happen once we hit 587. It looks like we've gotten slapped, not shellackled, but we've gotten slapped off of 587 once. That's not to say we don't retest it, but keep that in mind. Remember, 587, 588 is a key level for us with the moving averages. Let's take a look, right? Let's take a look, see what happens. At the end of the day, all that matters is more buyers step in than the sellers, and they want to get in. They want to get in now. And this looks like a pretty good candle right now. Wow. So it looks like 586.40 still holding up pretty decent. Again, we're only $1 away from highs. So, you know, things take a couple seconds to get in. A really nice hammer candle being put into Tesla. Jesus Christ. Look at that hammer candle. Look at the tail on that candle. Right? And if you talk about candles, if you talk about chart reading for a second, which you know on this channel is second in my views, chart reading is second to news and sentiment and whatever optics come out. But man, that's a nice hammer candle. Jeez, that is very bullish. Okay, so 587, looking for highs again. We're 30 cents away. Here's high of day, right on 6 cents away. We just kissed high. See if we can break high of day right here. There we go. High day 587.76 on the stock price. Good old Tesla in the last hour having a lot of fun here. We're having a lot of fun. Power hour Juju's here. Bring your oranges. Come one, come all. 587.70 on the stock price. Yeah, really good wick. Can easily beat 570 in the after hours or tomorrow morning for open. 570. Oh, don't worry. I mean we're above 570 right now. The question is, and I forget where the comment went here, but the question is, when do we hit 600 in the next little bit here? And it looks like, again, okay, so 588 didn't get hit, but we were 13 cents away at the highs. The question here is to be seen. Do we get slapped off of those levels again? And if not, it's just a matter of time before we recoup up and over 600. New high day, yep, absolutely. Marcelo is saying indicators are still very bearish. Let's see. I mean, we talk about indicators. You know, MACD is positive at the moment, and if we check out the ultimate indicator, which is looking at price action in level 2 and transactions being recorded, I can see sellers are willing to step up, although quietly. 91, 88, 84, 91 again, and buyers are indeed stepping up. So here we go, new high day right here. It's obvious to see what's happening if you look at the price action that hopefully is not too small on your screen. Looking at the level 2 down here, and again, this is not perfect. Get yourself a better data provider than Thinkorswim. Weeble's not bad actually. It's not I'm not saying that biasly, but I think still the best is Interactive Brokers because I get to pay for what data I want. Not sponsored by them. But looking at level 2 data is the ultimate key in conjunction with looking at how transactions are coming through. You can gauge sentiment. You know, when you look at a stock price, you can see, is a buyer continually stepping on the engine, stepping on the gas, or the EV, I don't know, whatever the Tesla equivalent of gas is, stepping on the pedal, putting the pedal to the metal every time the stock price gets slapped a little bit. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now. That's where you have high day 588.55, right? 580. Hopefully, Alex, you can sell out of your weekly calls here. Again, it's always better to sell out of your calls when we're ripping fast and ripping furious, because if we settle even a little bit, the volatility for weeklies get absolutely just, collapsed. Stepping on the accelerator. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to 600, says Anish. Let's do it. So bring your oranges. Let's go. We got 6 minutes to hit 600. Let's do it. We got $10 worth of movement. Over 590. I mean, if you told me we'd be over 590 today, I wouldn't have said no. Let's do it. Already did it. Nice. I have a 620 call for tomorrow. Should I hold? If it's a complete YOLO, I don't know. Risk. It's hard for me to answer questions about your account's risks and right. Everyone has their own. 600. I want 900 before July. Well, baby steps, Austin. Baby steps. If you sold any Tesla shares the past months, you were straight up a paper hand. Well, I mean, everyone, again, who knows why this helps? Sometimes people have to buy houses. Guys, the buying pressure here is just unrivaled. Check this out. It looks like we're gonna go over 590 here with the buying pressure that's stepping in. Let's see. Unless a big seller, wow, okay, a big seller just stepped in there, or a big buyer just stepped in there, and let's see if this turns around. 587.95, 79.80 on the ask. Let's see here. What's volume for the day? Good question. Volume for the day is sitting at 30 million or 29 something million Tesla. I think we're about to hit 590 the next 5 minutes here. Hit the like for that. Let's see here. Eric says, I bought a 600 strike June 2023 call this morning, already up 8%. Very nice, Eric. Very nice. See how that position is doing. Yep. Up similarly on the March call. Okay, so it looks like things are settling. Again, our downside support is 587.30-ish, right around here. So let's see. But again, this is bullish. This is bullish for the day. I mean, look at the last hour of trading. Quite literally, or the last 2 hours of trading. Quite literally from 578 all the way up to 588. You know what's crazy is even $10 worth of up movement is, by the way, that's nothing, right? In the grand scheme of things. But even that seems super with the last 3 months that we've had. Seems exciting. Which is nuts. You should go back. You know what's a fun exercise? Go back to some of the live streams that we did on when Tesla was hitting all-time highs. I think there was a time there where I did like 9 live stream days in a row. All-time high day, all-time high day, all-time high day. And I was tired by the 9th stream. I was like, man, like we're hitting all-time highs every day. But looking back, those were the good days, right? These are the days that people look at. These are the times that we're going to look at if you believe in Tesla in the long haul, that you're going to say, oh, why didn't I buy more? Or why didn't I do this, right? It's always that, and again, how much more can you freaking buy at this point? But at the end of the day, these are the price movements that you look at and you go, okay, those are the opportunity days, I guess, for me personally speaking, not investment advice. Sell a kidney. Chris says, I'll sell a kidney before selling Tesla. I don't care what your excuse is. Nice. And I wanted to see us close at 585 today. Very pleased with the daily progress. Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we probably are going to consolidate here in the last 2 minutes of power hour and just trade around here. Yeah, NASDAQ is doing well. Absolutely. Log Hawaii says, I bought 100 more yesterday on margin at 559. Been pretty on that trade. Not investment advice. Absolutely. Nothing I say is investment advice because quite literally, who am I? Some random ass YouTube guy that you're listening to, spending some time, which by the way, I very much appreciate. And while you're listening to me, hit the subscribe. Anything new on flows? Let's take a look here. Yeah, we actually got a new flow, came in on Tesla about 2 minutes ago. It's a 1,000 strike March 2022 call sweep order for $770,000. 1,000 strike calls. That's bullish. That's bullish. Nice. Thanks for subscribing, Jamie, me, Bruno, Sam, Michael, Marco, Trevor, for tap. Appreciate all y'all. Okay, 586, 587 pretty much is what we're gonna seems like close at on Tesla share price for today. Yeah, no real investment advisor tells people to eat oranges. Absolutely. Who the hell, like, what kind of idiot says that? Right? What kind of idiot would, I don't even know. Yeah, actually, my 600 strike calls for tomorrow devalue overnight if it goes in the money. Well, if you have your 600 calls, I mean, what you're hoping for tomorrow is a gap up. There's we close right at 586.78 on the stock price. Pretty good. Yeah, Juju Master, pretty good day. Don't care too much about after hours price movement unless it's massive. Volume for the day finished at 30,200,000. So still below average, but you know what? Close enough at this point. The closing cross price was 586.78 on Tesla. So pretty good day all in all, up 4.14% on 4.14. You guys crack me up. 4.14% on Tesla on the day. Pretty good day on Tesla. Pretty good day. Can't complain. Again, if macros today and futures when they open up start going green, you know, who's to say we don't see a more than $600 day tomorrow? Elon Musk just tweeted. Thank you. I'm just gonna pull that up. Elon Musk just tweeted. Stay tuned here. One sec. Look. What did Elon say? You know, I got the notifications on deck. So he replied to Brent Wilson saying, previously demonstrated how Bitcoin mining could allow solar and battery systems to economically scale and provide a larger share of grid energy as expected. These results hold across different historical Bitcoin pricing and hash time frames. Elon Musk says, I agree that this can be done over time, but recent extreme energy usage growth could not possibly have been done so fast with renewables. This question is easily removed if the top 10 hashing organizations just post audited numbers of renewable energy versus not. Elon Musk has not given up on the crypto game, folks. He is in it to win it. How much is that Doge in the window? He has not given up on Doge. Sorry, Tyler. And yeah, by the way, we didn't talk about this. The Tesla Model S Plaid delivery event is June 3rd. So in a couple of weeks, they're going to start delivering on Model S Plaids, which is awesome. Yeah, it's nuts. 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. That's extremely fast. So really awesome day on Tesla today. Thanks for joining for Power Hour. What I have to do now is I have to grab a bite to eat, grab a coffee, and I'm meeting with one of you subscribers. Actually, you guys booked a one-on-one chat with me, so much appreciated on that. We're going to be doing a Zoom call talking about stocks and option strategies and that sort of stuff. So much love to all you guys. I have about 10 minutes here left until that call, so I'm just going to go now. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Hit the subscribe on the way out. If you want to continue the conversation, which you might not, depending on how many oranges you've consumed, try to join us on Discord, which is the adult version of MSN Chat Messenger, through our Patreon support channel. I appreciate all you guys. If you don't have a Webull account, consider getting one, depositing $100. If you don't have BlockFi, consider getting an account, and I think you can deposit like $25 in there or something and get crypto. So consider it. Links are in the description. I appreciate all of you guys watching all the time. Much love. Take care. Yes, we will go live tomorrow, barring some sort of random construction shit going around my house. But much love to all you guys. Hit me with the orange emojis. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alrighty, guys. Peace.